You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
So we have people calling us, say, hey, what's going on with this? And, don't know. Kind of blindsided by that.
The owners of a Gibson City bar that burnt down say they were shocked to hear there's an ongoing criminal investigation. That July 4th fire also damaged 3 other businesses. Good evening, I'm Jessica Coombs.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. The State Fire Marshal's office revealed an arson investigator was on the scene hours after the fire started at Jay's place. That information came from a Freedom of Information Act request filed by Ford County Chronicle reporters. Our investigative reporter, Renee Cooper, is with us now. Renee, you read through those records today. What'd you read?
Well, Jennifer, the cause of the fire is still undetermined. Let's make that clear. That day, there was a storm, which the Gibson area fire chief's report lists as a factor contributing to the fire. But as is standard, the records associated with a pending criminal investigation were redacted from the Chronicle's request, leaving questions about why it was opened and if officers have a theory involving suspects or if they're simply ruling out all possible causes as the investigation continues. Meanwhile, the owner says it's all catching him completely off guard.
I put my heart and soul into this place for 6 months.
Jay's place is named for Sam Steenbergen's brother-in-law, who died suddenly at 36 years old. Less than a year later, Steenbergen and his wife started putting up the bar in 2019. Little did they know, this is where a fire would ignite 3 short years later.
I was in Fisher at my daughter's house, and I got a text from Ameren saying there was a power outage at our location. About 20 minutes later, I got another text from Ameren saying power restored. So I was like, okay, no problem. And then 15, 20 minutes later, I get a call from my daughter saying that all the fire trucks were heading from Sibley up here because 4th of July.
2 months later, Steenbergen hears there's a criminal investigation into the fire.
We were quite shocked.
He was less surprised by the online chatter to follow.
They said it, they burned it down for money. This is my tribute to him. This is why my wife and I did this. Can you put a price tag on that? No.
They don't own the building. They owned the bar and restaurant. And per standard practice, the Steenbergens' insurance company is doing its own investigation. They sent him a letter this week noting the surrounding damaged businesses don't seem to have any intention of suing. The company doesn't expect any liability issues for the Steenbergens.
They could come after us to claim, for damages. But none of that's happened, and she called me to let me know she was closing that part of it out.
Steenbergen says he has every intention of bringing Jay's place back to life if the building's owner decides to rebuild.
They're just waiting for insurance to work everything out and see where it falls there. Pretty much lost everything. We had a lot of stuff that was Jay's. Can never be replaced, But, life goes on. You move forward.
I asked the fire marshal's office if a criminal investigation is unusual, standard practice, or somewhere in between. They said again that they could not answer questions because this investigation is ongoing. Back to you.
All right, Renee, let us know.